its most desperate. Europe on the ropes, losing its grip on stolen lands, scrambling to reassert itself by stitching together a new identity out of the ashes and fraud. Latin, they said, as if speaking Spanish or Portuguese made you heirs to Rome, instead of survivors of rape, fire, and sugar. It was never about language. It was about control. They called it Latin to whitewash the fact that the continent was indigenous and African before anything else. The Maya carved astronomical calendars in stone, while Europeans still thought comets were omens from God. The Mexica organized vast trade networks, while Spanish cities threw waste into the street. The Inca mapped the stars without ever needing a telescope. And yet, when the Europeans finally arrived, late and bloodthirsty, they claimed they were bringing civilization. Then, after they'd stolen the gold, erased the names, burned the codices, and renamed the rivers, they had the audacity to pretend they belonged. Fast forward to the 19th century, France coins Amérique latine to push back against Anglo-American influence and rebrand its own imperial project. Suddenly, you're not from Abya-Yala, you're not from Anahuac, you're not black, indigenous, or mixed. You're Latin, a convenient category where whiteness could still rule, just wearing a pan flute and a borrowed tan. Look at Mexico, the land of Anahuac, not New Spain, where Nahua philosophers debated ethics and philosophy before Descartes was even born, where water temples, not cathedrals, lined the valley. Corn was sacred, not taxed. But what did the colonizers do? They renamed it. They repainted it. They told you Cuauhtémoc was a sad ending, and Cortés was a new beginning. And worst of all, they built a new class of colonized minds, people who would defend their Latinidad while forgetting their own ancestors' names, would call themselves white Mexicans, still think Spain did them a favor, would carry the cross and the flag, but not the memory. This isn't just Mexico. It's Brazil, where whitening campaigns imported Italians and Germans to dilute the African majority. It's Argentina,